Hey everyone, finished watching the next Golan the Insatiable episode. But I don't remember the name of. It's the Easter season, and Golan learns about Jesus, and he thinks that if he dies and comes back to life in Jesus, it will impress people enough that they'll worship him. Golan drinks a temporary death potion, but instead of dying, he poops out an egg. Turns out it was the wrong potion. The pages of his spell book were stuck together with Easter Bunny chocolate. The egg hatches into a clone, and the clone, it turns out, is a really nice guy, and people start mistaking the clone for the real Golan and like him better than Golan. Golan goes to confront the clone and kill him, but then when he sees how much everyone likes the clone, he decides to be an even nicer person than him. Golan's attempts at being nice backfire, and the clone agrees to teach him how to be nice. Dylan gets fed up with Golan and leaves. Later, at a bar, the clone reveals to Golan that he's actually evil and plans to conquer Earth. Later, while joyriding, they discuss their plans to take over the world, and suddenly Golan jumps out of the car, leaving the clone inside as the car flies over a ridge and crashes. Golan returns home and demands an apology from Dylan. Alright. She is more than happy to comply, and then Golan passes out, and everything is back to normal, and everyone's happy again, except for the clone, who's probably dead. Yeah, this episode feels unfinished. The clone is never actually seen dying, and we never really get Golan's reason for killing the clone. The implication is that Golan didn't want to share power taking over the world with the clone. So much of this episode is a story starting, then quickly getting distracted and going in a completely different direction. The weird thing here is that it works. It's a little awkward, but the pacing is okay. Each story potentially could have been its own story. Golan trying to die, the clone being mistaken for him, Golan trying to be nice, the clone teaching him to be nice, and the clone actually being evil. Maybe these were all story ideas, and then the creators wanted them to happen, and the ADHD short was, like, a good way to test them out. There's plenty of funny gags throughout this episode, and I think if they committed to a single story, they could get a lot out of it. As it is, it's fine, but I wonder if the clone not being shown dying was supposed to set up a return of him sometime later in the show. That would have been kind of interesting to see that clone actually come back in a future episode, especially considering, like, the complete reboot the show had in its second season. It would have been really weird to see that clone come back. It would have just thrown the continuity into complete whack. Yeah, this is a really decent, funny episode. My favorite bit is actually at the very beginning, where the Father Richard is on top of the roof, and he's putting these Easter Bunny ears on a Santa decoration, singing to himself, "Easter, Easter, Easter, I made you out of Christmas." And I just love the just pile of, like, ironic jokes there. He's singing a parody of Dreidel Dreidel, a Hanukkah song about turning Christmas into Easter. I just think that's frickin' brilliant. So yeah, that's it for this one. Hope you enjoyed it. See ya.
I can't even count how many lives you've ruined because you ripped off all my fingers.